All right, welcome to Smokey Approved Korea. I'm your boy Jurnalist, and on this one, we are here to do a video from Celeste. I figured it was some house cleaning that we needed to get done. This is going to be BTS from Nobodies to Legends. Obviously, we're still Baby Army, but we have definitely learned a lot more in this time. So I figured it would be good for us to check this out and get this out the way, do some house cleaning. And yeah, let's pick it up from here. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you could please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description, and let's get into this. Let's see what we get.
둘, 셋, 방탄! 안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다. 둘, 셋, 방탄! 안녕하세요, 방탄소년단입니다.
데뷔한 지 이제 오늘로 16일이니까 5일째인데요. 완전 생초짜 신인입니다.
무슨 거예요?
네, 감독님들이 정말 저희들의 이름을 모르시거든요. 신인이다 보니.
이 이름표가 없이도 저의 이름을 정말 아셔서 저의 얼굴만 보고도 누구신지 아실 수 있게 정말 그날까지 꼭 입어보도록 하겠습니다.
The trenches.
정말 산 넘어 산이라는 말이 딱 맞는 게 정말 데뷔하면 모든 게 다 잘 되고 뭔가 괜찮을 것 같았는데 정말 또 더 큰 세상을 보니까 더 큰 고민을 하게 되고
See, this is where slide on that nigga. Pop, 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 pop. I'm still always gonna say this. Slap that nigga up, man. I know we slapped him up with our words, and revenge is the best success is revenge and all this shit. I don't care. I don't care. Some folks need to get slapped the fuck up. That's just how I feel. And I'm miss the good old days. That's the only thing I miss. When people say miss the good old days, that's the only thing I miss. Being able to slap the shit out of a nigga when he's just out of line. Like, you think you just say shit to people? I'm gonna show you can't. This is the good old days. That's the only thing that was good back in the day. Motherfucker gets slapped for being wrong.
What? Shut the front door.
What the fuck is Blue House? If it's not my record label, can they make us disband? Is that a thing?
환호가 끝나기도 전에 비난이 몰려왔다. 열심히 하는 것만으로는 아무것도 이룰 수 없을 것 같았다. 꿈, 열정, 노력은 아무 힘이 없는 것 같았다.
BTS!
방탄소년단.
BTS!
20-1 made some really regrettable marks about BTS.
When I first heard something
20-1 is that one day song. 20-1. Ah, that's a good song. That's a good song.
Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
Yikes. BTS.
When I first heard something Korean had exploded in America, I got worried.
Jimmy Carr ain't never been motherfucking funny. Not one time has this nigga told a good joke in his goddamn life. Also, why the fuck? That doesn't even make any sense. Something Korean exploded in America and I got worried. That's like, what is that? Is that xenophobia? What is that? That's just so stupid. It's so stupid.
Yikes.
I don't know. I think they look very nice.
Oh! That is not what you were saying during the break!
How did this become a thing in Western culture where all these
grown men and little girls are off to little K-pop boys.
Listen, the guys were snubbed. They've broken all these records. They've had an epic year. They should be in all the major categories. I don't like the fact that they've separated them.
Sorry to interrupt you, Denny, but that's it's crazy because they constantly outsell American counterparts. Yeah. They outperform them, but they're still not acknowledged in the way they should be.
It's called having mommy and daddy make sure that your children feel like they're doing something. It's participation trophy, award culture. Because if we have to compete with these people from around the world on an equal playing field, most of us couldn't fucking compete from America. We can't keep up. Niggas ain't putting the work in.
They're really trying to maintain their identity, and there is a barrier there when it comes to the Korean language. Like, obviously, there's going to be some North American audiences that aren't going to have that on rotation, and it's still an issue with radio. That's the big thing. Like,
our fans, I think they're like more enthusiastic than anyone.
Can you describe that enthusiasm?
They brought a boy band from Korea to Grammy.
Gang business.
My next guest can only be described as an international music phenomenon. They have made Time Magazine's most influential list. They're the first Korean act to reach #1 on the Billboard charts, and they just became the first group since the Beatles to earn 3 #1 albums in less than a year.
The 7-member boy band has broken the record for the best-selling album here in Korea. Now, this album, released this April, has sold 3.4 million copies as of May.
BTS had the #1 best-selling physical album in the United States in the first half of this year.
Becoming the first Korean artist to win 2 trophies at the Billboard Music Awards in Las Vegas on Wednesday. The awards were Top Social Artist and Top Duo Group.
BTS has been named the Group of the Year on Variety's Hitmakers list.
BTS performed at the U.S.'s most watched New Year's concert, New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Their upcoming U.S. tour is one of the hottest tickets on earth. Even more remarkable, considering most of their songs are not in English.
They're headlining 2 sold-out nights at Wembley Stadium, performing for 60,000 screaming fans.
한국 공연이랑 다를 게 없이 큰 공연을 하는 것 자체가 우리가 여기서도 이렇게 공연을 크게 해요? 라고 다시 한번 되물으니까 그냥 우리 그렇게 생각했구나. 처음 했던 악셀 콘서트는 한 번이면 2,000명이 들었어요. 22대에서 23대 정도 징그를 하게 되죠. 그냥 어떻게 보면 기적 같은 수치 아닐까.
An economic analysis showed that BTS's last concert in Seoul created nearly as much economic gains as the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics in early 2018.
It is estimated that roughly 100,000 foreigners came to Korea during that time. That number includes 23,000 foreign fans who came solely to see the concerts and their companions.
24% of ARMY were male, while a clear majority, 76%, were female. 24% were 10 to 19-year-olds, 26% were 20-year-olds, 19% were 30-year-olds, and hold on, this doesn't seem right. 27% were 40 to 49 years old.
Hi, I'm Sam and I'm 34.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm just over 50.
I'm 56.
I'm 64. I'm 33. I'm 36 years.
When she said 64 with the English accent, all I could hear in my brain was 64, 64, 64, Zulane. That's all the fuck I could hear.
Years old. Almost 48 years old.
I'm 44 years old. I have 2 children.
BTS, telling everyone to love themselves, to be who you are, and right, and having a group of musicians and really talented people talking about better yourself, love yourself, and become something good in life. It's actually good.
I love the band for their message. Yeah. They're giving people who are misunderstood the belief that what they're doing is right, and I think that's very important. You should love yourself.
For a group that is such larger than life, that it can be so easy to dehumanize them. Yeah. They really do a good job of keeping themselves really just natural and humble.
I've never seen a whole concert.
It's astonishing. I don't know how they do it. They are amazing performers.
And we load up and we had a blast. We got out of our seats, we got right down in the pit and broke a sweat dancing.
As a group, BTS has previously teamed up with UNICEF and spoken in front of the UN about the importance of self-love for global youth.
We have learned to love ourselves. So now I urge you to speak yourself.
방탄이라는 게 이제 총알을 막아낸다는 의미잖아요. 이제 총알처럼
막아내겠다.
쏟아지는 편견과 억압에서 이제 당당히 저희 세대의 생각과 가치를 지켜내겠다는 그런 심오한 뜻이 담겨 있어요.
아, 좋다.
That's a good summation of what the pangtang part of 소련연 means. That's pretty good.
I'm finding how to love myself. You know, I didn't know anything about love myself, but you guys taught me through your eyes, through your love, through your tweets, through your letters, through everything. You guys taught me and inspired me how to love myself. And loving myself is my whole life goal until my death. And you know, what is loving myself? What is loving yourself? I don't know. Who can define their own method and the way of loving myself? It's our mission to define our way to love ourselves. It's never intended, but it feels like I'm using you guys to love myself. So I want to say one thing. Please use me. Please use BTS to love yourselves.
See, shit like that. Shit like that is what endears a fan base and a listener or a fan individually to them as an individual and to them as a group. Where you give messaging like that, that's the shit that you can't pay good money for. That's this. Look at this lady's face. She would not that she actually would kill herself, but she would kill herself to like back the gang. That's pretty much what you need to do. I'm telling you, being earnest and being willing to be vulnerable enough with the people that are supporting you and being open and honest is like, I don't know. I feel like I've understood the lesson, so I use it in my like active life now. But like, I feel like that's the juice. And if they didn't do that part, I don't feel like the music would be as consumed as it is. But because they've done that other part first, just letting you know that there's some scrappy upstarts that want some shit to happen, that they're fucking killing themselves to have it happen. Niggas like, cool, let's see what the fuck can happen. And they didn't try and hide the ugly parts. So they show you before it gets all pretty and we have all the money to make all the visuals look really nice and to have somebody edit the videos real nice and pretty. What did they do? They showed you all the shitty shit. But showing you the shitty shit and watching them transform into what they've transformed into now. Now when you see all the real pretty shit, you're like, these motherfuckers done came a long way. It's the juice. It's the juice.
Because you guys taught me how to love myself every day. Thank you so much. We love you guys.
Like I said, it's just some house cleaning. This is a video I feel like I should have done time ago, but we went down the rabbit hole the way we go down the rabbit hole. We watch things when we watch them. It's pretty much how this goes over here. But I want to get this just knocked out real quick because it was a quick one, but it was also one that I feel like I needed to do, but I have more frame of reference. So in watching it, as I watch certain shit happen, I'm just like, when I first started doing all this shit, I didn't understand how, we'll say, ginormous these motherfuckers were. But in watching it, again, with retrospect now, I'm just like, God damn, these motherfuckers is shutting shit down. But we got 2025 coming up. Buddy. This is about to get dark for man outside. I don't know what these albums gonna sound like. I don't know what this music's gonna sound like. I don't know what these sales is gonna look like. But I know it's gonna be some shit that niggas is gonna have to work. Not them themselves, because that's gonna happen, but more so their competing counterparts in the industry. You gonna have to really work after 2025, because there's no more we have to take breaks. And if don't nobody in the group end up hating nobody else in the group, which I highly doubt is gonna happen, you're gonna have to work very hard to compete, because they're gonna be at the top for a very long time. If we can avoid a John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Simon and Garfunkel, Hall & Oates situation within the group, it's going to be long for man, because they're going to be here for a very fucking long time. This is the end of the video, though. I've said all my pieces. Thank you guys very much for joining me. Please do hit that like, subscribe. Patreon's in the description. And I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.